All right, welcome back to the boot camp. We've been on this journey and we are moving so fast. And I want to believe you're enjoying every step of it. I want you to please feel relaxed. Don't feel pressured about anything. Like I said, there's nothing in tech. It's not for smart people. It's not. It's for you. And you can do great things. And this, how many days of boot camp, just set your mind to this thing, achieve it, go through it, and let's get it done with. Okay, so today we are going to be looking at cell referencing. Like I told us, I won't buzz. The first two class is just to familiarize us with the interface so that as we go along the class and we have to mention some certain things as touching the interface, you'll be able to follow along. But most of the other things that you need to know around in and around of Excel, we are going to be learning it practically, meaning we are going to be doing the actual work, and along the way, you'll be learning some of the key concepts, functions, formulas, the way Excel operates practically towards building dashboard. So it's like a real life job scenario is what we'll be using to learn, meaning after you're done with this bootcamp, you can confidently say that you can analyze data and you can create interactive professional dashboard, using Excel. Okay. And of course, after the bootcamp, for those that want to pick interest in data analysis professionally, we can provide you further guidance. You will just be 2 steps away, and we'll debunk all the myths around, the industry data analysis. Okay, so in this class, we are going to be learning cell referencing. In this class, we just learn the basics. We won't take it too far, just to understand what we mean by cell referencing. You know what cells are? We said cells are the intersection between columns and rows. Column is the pillar, rows is the line. So that's that intersection. You always see cells everywhere. So let's jump on the screen. You can see here this is a cell. This colored, this is a cell, and the cell has a name, right? Which is what you see in the name box if you follow through from the previous class. So this particular cell is cell, this column C row 3. So in the name box you see cell 3. If you come here, if I click here, you see D2. You see it, column D row 2. So we just want to learn cell referencing, and we'll learn it practically, like we said. Imagine you are in a business, right? And you buy, like I said, we'll be learning practically. No longs, bluff. You buy a product for 300. Let's say 300,000. Then you sell it for 350,000, right? 350, 1 to 3,000. Is this correct? Let's put 10. Okay, so to be sure it's correct. So the first thing we're going to learn in the process of understanding cell referencing, like I said, you'll be learning all the key terms and terminologies and interface functions along the way. So you want to click on this D. That's where we have the number. You see, I brought my cursor on D until it changed to a downward looking arrow, black. And then I right click on it once. And then it highlighted all of the whole column, that pillar there. Okay, so, and you want to come here, general, and you want to pick, what should we pick? Let's pick numbers, or better still, let's pick something else. So let's pick currency. Let's say $300,000 and you sell for $350,000. Let's use dollars because, most likely you want to get remote jobs from international companies so they can pay you well. So the next thing we want to do is we want to reduce the decimal number. So you can see here, this is increasing it, but this will decrease it. So I want it to be without decimal number, right? So we want to get, so you buy a product for 300,000, you sell it for 350,000, and then they ask you to find the profit. So let's type here profit. So we want to get profit. Now, Excel, you must think of Excel as a very powerful calculator. At this point, I want you to think of Excel as a very powerful scientific, financial, intelligent calculator, okay? So how do we get our profit? Profit is simply going to be the amount we bought or the amount we sell minus the amount we bought. Whatever is left is supposed to be our profit, right? Okay. So we're going to come here. So thinking of Excel as a powerful calculator, the first thing you want to input is an equals to sign. And then we're going to press equals to. Now, once you press equals to, you are telling Excel, behave as a calculator that I know you to be, a powerful calculator, right? And then we're going to type in 300,000 minus, sorry, say 350, right? 350, 1, 2, 3, minus 300. What we sold it versus what we bought it. And we're going to press enter. So you can see that it gave us $50,000. Let's double click on this. As I double click, it shows me the formula that is going on in that cell that helped me arrive my profit. So what I did was the amount I sold minus the amount I bought it. Okay, so whatever is left is also my profit. I sold something and then I want to take away the money I use in buying it. I want to take back my capital so that whatever is left is what I'll call as profit, right? So that's the first thing you want to do here. So now we inputted the equals to sign to activate Excel as a calculator, and then we input our figures, right? Now, what you did here now is what we call in Excel hard coding. Hard coding. You coded it in a hard way. Okay, you didn't deploy all of the potential of Excel. You coded your profit in a hard, so they call it hard coding. So that's the first thing. If you trace it now, we've learned how to set our column to currency, and then we've learned how to reduce decimal point or increase decimal points. Then we've learned how to activate Excel for calculations. Then we've learned hard coding. For me to manually enter the figures like I'll do on my calculator on my phone or my normal calculator, that's hard coding. But what we want to learn today is cell referencing. How do you achieve this result? By referencing a cell. And I'll tell you the difference between cell referencing and hard coding, right? So we're going to come down there and do profit again. And then how do we do cell referencing? We want to press what? Equals to sign. I'm activating Excel as a calculator, but this time around, I want to deploy the real power of Excel, right? By cell referencing. You know, cell and reference. When you wrote your final year project, they'll ask you for reference. Reference is this information that you are telling us. Where did you source it from? Where is it connected to? Who is responsible for it? Whose brain? So that's the same thing. So I did equals to, then I want to do, and I'll now click on the cell where my cell is, cell, C-E-L, where my cell something is, because it's how much I sold it minus how much I bought it. Then I'll now right click on it. So you can see it referenced the cell as D5. This is column D. If you trace it, this is 5. So it's on D5. Then I'll now do minus. I'll now click on buy, which is column what? D4. Then I'll press enter. So you see I still got $350,000. Now this is cell referencing, right? The difference between this and you hard coding it is if you come back tomorrow and realize, okay, let's imagine this is your store. You have product in your store, it's plenty in your store, right? It's plenty. And then you bought it for $300,000 and you are selling for $350,000. And then there was a price increase. And then you sold another one. And there was a price increase by, let's say, $10,000. So if I right click on it, that means it has become $310,000 that you'll be buying it, right? So if I come here and edit it to update the price and I click enter, it's going to update my profit. So my profit is now $40,000. So I don't have to come back and be doing the calculations again. But you can see the one we had coded, it did not change. It did not change. So this is one of the first understanding and introduction to cell referencing and the power of Excel. So in the next class, we'll delve deeper. But eat this, practice this, and see you in the next class. Gotcha.